Let's start with a nice deep breath in. And again. Give yourself over completely to each breath in and the releasing that comes on the exhale. With each breath, come into the presence. Each of us is on our own hero's journey. This journey of life is a road of trials. With the events that have unfolded politically in this country, many of us are being called on to practice what we preach. The temptation to go to judgment, to create separation, is very challenging. For me, there is a quality of death and resurrection about this time. The person I was 2 days ago is no longer here. And one of the emotions I'm experiencing is grief. But I've been around long enough to know that the passing of this former self has opened up the space for a more evolved version of me. So let's together get centered. Come back to this moment by taking a deep breath. Allow Spirit to ride in on each breath. With each breath, we release the thoughts that create upset, that paint a picture of catastrophe and disaster. Thoughts that are fear-based, thoughts that are future events appearing real. So for many millions of us today, there is pain. Deep feelings of upset. And I do not intend this to be a spiritual bypass. It's important to feel the feelings. So I invite you to come into your body and just notice where the upset resides. With each breath, the energy that is spirit, the energy that is love, comes into your body and goes to that place where you're feeling what you're feeling. And it cradles that space in a cocoon of love. And it gives you permission to simply feel. everything's fine. Leave the future to the future and come into this moment right now. It's right there in the next breath. It's all okay. It's all right there. Each breath brings you into alignment with the energy that created you. Which is beyond any kind of institution, organization, gathering of people. The energy coming into you on one breath right now says it's all okay. Right now, everything's fine. Feel the gratitude in your next breath. What is one thing that you are grateful for? What are the blessings in your life right now? Right now. Your awareness sets you apart from the majority of the people on this planet who are living moment to moment, day to day, in a state of unconsciousness. Your awareness, your higher consciousness is a gift and is the doorway to your purpose on the planet. And over and over and over again in life, we come into a deeper awareness of our purpose when things change. And it's so easy to be pulled down into the madness at the heart of conflict, pain and suffering. It's so easy to go there. But you've been gifted with awareness. In this moment, begin to move into acceptance. Remember, the voice of acceptance is okay. So this has happened. You may have had an expectation of the future, a turn of events that have not played out. The danger in expectation is a sense that we know what is right. We know what should be. And when the expectation is not met and our vision falls apart, it's very easy to catastrophize, to create a picture of the future that is bleak. I'd like to invite you to follow along in this visualization. And you may actually want to do this later on. Imagine that you are writing down on a pad of paper every toxic thought, every crippling feeling, every judgment that is disturbing your peace today. Imagine it being a purging of limitations, toxicity within you. And now imagine taking those pieces of paper outdoors and setting fire to them. And you watch the paper transform into thin flakes of carbon that crumble, fall to the ground. Some of them float up into the sky and are carried away by the wind. And you breathe deeply, turn to your higher power, and say, okay, I am handing over to you all that stands in the way of my moving forward, of my being a healing force on the planet. And now I am opening up to you for further instruction. How can I put forward my talents and my skills, my sensitivity, my awareness to do thy will? I am not going to succumb to the fog of judgment because I know better. There is important work to be done. There are problems to be solved. I know that hanging out in the consciousness of victim, attempting to control people, staying angry and resentful, will only further the problem. And instead I choose to hang out in the consciousness of creativity. What is my role going forward in leaving the planet a better place? How do I apply my gifts, my skills, my experience? What is the loving choice today? And it's absolutely essential that any loving choices, any loving actions start within. So, how can I up-level my self-care? How can I make more real my demonstrations of self-love? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to acquire? If you're having a dark night of the soul, if you are having a death, rebirth episode, take comfort in the possibility, the very likely possibility, that you're right on track. Death and rebirth is a common theme in myth and spiritual tradition, and symbolizes the evolution of consciousness, symbolizes the letting go of the version of me that brought me to this point, but now must yield to a more aware version of me. A wise person recently shared his favorite prayer with me. It's really simple. 2 words. Show me. Evolving into higher consciousness is not for the faint of heart. It's difficult. I became aware of this metaphor recently, a beautiful expression that went something like, in life, the bottom, the depths of experience often turns out to be God's ceiling. So I want you to acknowledge that school is in session, that you have been given an opportunity to evolve, to put into practice your wisdom and your experience, to be the change you want to see. One day at a time. God bless you.